Good morning, namaste, and welcome. This practice is about spiritual exploration. Spiritual exploration is something which will enrich our experience of the sacred qualities of life, even in our day-to-day practice. Spiritual seekers strive to gain greater consciousness of and participation with the divine in the ordinary events of life, to grow in compassion, freedom, and service. Seekers are committed to allowing the living spirit to guide and shape their lives. And spiritual exploration assists in several ways: the growth of self-knowledge, an increasing practice of compassion, mercy, and justice, and greater engagement with the inner and outer world, discernment in decision-making and experiences of calling, a deepening experience and awareness of the sacred, living and responding in ways that are healing for all creation. So we'll practice together discovering new insights by allowing the Spirit to guide us and create a sacred experience, which can be integrated into our wisdom of life. We encourage our deep soul beauty to shine forth as we practice together. Now let us do some centering, breathing, sitting up tall and straight, rolling the shoulders up and back, and then focusing strength into the core of the pelvis through abdominal muscles and pelvic muscles, so we feel very steady and easeful. Find this curiosity to explore the sacred, to discover new facets of yourself, and to reveal that divine quality in your daily life. Breathe as we invoke a spirit of reverence for this practice of exploration, discovery, and awakening. Vajra Pradma Mudra is a mudra which helps build unshakable trust. So loosely interlace the fingers with the thumbs pointed up and place it over the heart. This builds self-confidence, trust, and enhances spiritual strength while increasing commitment and dedication to spiritual practice. There's more trust in the flow of life and the divine. Everything is the way it is for a reason. Now, we'll be holding poses a little longer, so it can be helpful to have a set of blocks to help support you in some of these poses. So, if you don't have the blocks, a folded up blanket can work as well. We're going to start reclining. Lay on your back, please, and lift up the knees, the feet down. And feel with one hand, if you wish, your diaphragm move Relaxing the abdomen as you inhale, feel the diaphragm, the belly expand. And as you exhale, the navel sinks down towards the mat. Just take complete breaths, finishing one inhalation before starting the next exhalation. Next, we're going to do bridge pose. So, if you have a block, you can support the block underneath the sacrum. So you can hold bridge pose comfortably without a lot of effort. And be able to listen for that small, still voice deep within. The living spirit. And hear your own breath quietly flowing in and out through the nostrils. Each breath reaching maturity before moving on to the next. Then start to release and lower the hips back down. Extend the legs, reach overhead with the arms. Take a full body stretch. Spiraling the wrists, the ankles, whatever feels right to you. Stretching all the toes, stretching all the fingers. And then interlace the hands behind the head. And inch the shoulders to the right. And walk the heels to the right. And they're as far over as possible. Then cross the left ankle over the right ankle. Breathe along that left side of the body, helping it lengthen, relax, and stretch. Taking all the time you need for each breath to be complete and nourishing, satisfying, and relaxing. And then slowly uncross and walk the heels to the left and start inching the shoulders to the left, making a crescent with the right side of the body. And then crossing that right ankle over the left. Look away to the right if you wish. And breathing along the right side of the body, helping that stretch. And then come back to the center line. And bend the knees and open the knees away from each other, soles of the feet together. If you want to add a little support, you can put blocks underneath the outsides of the thighs or under the knees. Just getting a height that gives a little support but still allows you to stretch gently open. Once more, taking time to listen for that small, still voice deep within. How does it guide you to find the optimal stretch, the most satisfying breath, to produce the most delicious experience in your body? And now, please take the hands to press the knees back together. And hug the right knee into the chest. Lengthen the left leg on the mat. Relax that tension on the inhalation to really lengthen through the body. Align. And on your exhale, draw the right knee a little closer. So there's some give and take. As the breath will ebb and flow. Like the waves rolling in on the beach and slowly flowing back out. Now hold the back of the right thigh, interlacing the fingers, and lift the right foot up towards the sky. Inhale, tuck the shoulder blades under the back, soften the knee. And on your exhalation, press the thigh into your hands, beginning to straighten the leg more, feeling the stretch in the back of the hamstring. Relax on the inhale and stretch on the exhale. So over a series of breaths, you may be able to climb the hands up the leg towards the ankle. But there's no hurry because we're holding poses longer. And your breath is smooth, deep, and even. So you can sustain a pose. Even as you explore possibilities, variations, or modifications. And start to release. Lower the right leg down. And lift the left knee and hug the left knee into the chest. Just pulsing with the breath. Gradually opening that hip. Knowing that whatever your body's telling you, you can listen, you can modify. You can customize any pose to make it suit your individual needs. Now we'll try lifting the left foot up to the sky, holding the back of the left thigh. And slowly bringing that left leg straighter, closer, while allowing the breath to flow without any restriction, any inhibition. And patiently sensing, wisely waiting until your body is opening deeper before you're trying to take a pose any deeper. The breath is your barometer. So if you notice the breath getting tight, shallow, you should back out of the pose and let your breath regain its beauty and just be content wherever your breath is happiest. Now start to release the left foot lower. And lift both knees. And cross the right ankle over the left knee. Open the right knee to the side. And then for a deeper stretch, thread the right arm between the legs, threading the needle. Hold the left thigh. Begin to bring the left knee in toward your chest. Relaxing on the inhalation to fully fill your lungs to capacity. And then slowly exhale, tighten the tummy, and draw that left knee closer. Finishing one breath before beginning the next. You can savor each breath, but not stretch it beyond its capacity to nourish. So you don't force a hold or rush to the next breath. And as the body starts to open, you can progressively stretch a little deeper with each exhalation, finding your edge, and then backing off on the inhalation. And releasing this side, right foot down. And then second side, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Open the left knee to the side. And if you can, thread the left arm between the legs, hold the back of the right thigh, and begin to draw the right knee closer. Letting your arms lengthen on the inhale, and then slowly tightening on the exhale, not just the arms, but also the abdominal muscles. to picture a clam closing his shell, because it's that inner muscle that's drawing the halves together. Now please release the left foot down. And next we're going to come up to seated. Sometimes seated poses are more comfortable if you're on a low folded blanket. We'll start with the legs wide. There's more space to fold forward. And for this, a set of blocks can be helpful. Maybe you're going to be at the highest level. To start, and an experiment where you're going to need to modify throughout the pose to adjust the height of your head. I'm going to place the third eye, the forehead, there on the blocks, coming into that forward fold. And as time progresses, you may find that you can lower the forehead to a different height. So you're going to experiment with different variations at height. Maintain your curiosity to discover your spiritual guide in the pose. And wherever you end up, just be content to enjoy that advantage, that honor, that joy of being embodied. Now, lift up and lift out of our wide leg, forward bend, and bring the legs in front. And bend the right knee to the side, Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Come to the front edge of the sitting bones. Widen the buttocks behind, so you can draw the lower back in, zipper up through the chest, roll the shoulders back, and have this deep opening for the breath. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, coming forward, folding. Can, if you wish, use blocks again under the forehead. inhale, lengthen the neck and roll the shoulders back. And on the exhale, tuck in the tummy, deepen that forward fold. Maintain that inner pressure of the right foot against the left thigh, because we're keeping the inner thighs hugging to the midline, lifting the navel up and away from the floor, and lifting the armpits up and away from the mat also. And then lifting out of Janu, switching sides. Extend the right leg and bend the left knee to the side. Press the left foot into the right thigh with determination. Like, this is really what I want to be doing. This is really what's meaningful. And then exploring the pose with your curiosity, your desire to connect more deeply and fully with spirit. Knowing you can modify a pose, customize it, whatever helps you stay most connected, most in touch with that living spirit. And you can play the edge, but not be so constricted that it's impossible to breathe. That you can sustain and maintain the pose almost indefinitely. And now please lift out of that stretch, coming up to a straight back. And we'll try cow face pose, Gomukhasana. For this, the knees are going to cross and the feet draw back towards the hips. This requires a little bit more height for some of us to sit on. So the knees are stacked, the lower back's drawing in, and hands maybe holding on to the feet or helping prop you up a little straighter. And for some people, I like to fold forward to even stretch deeper in the hips. So find a comfortable and sustainable position that's steady and easeful. Sukha is the ease, the sweetness. Stiram, the steadiness of a strong foundation. a focused intention. A clear purpose, desire, or even passion for exploring this connection with the divine. Now we're going to lift out, inhale up to a straight back, and release the legs, stretching them forward. We'll relax there. And then bring the opposite leg on top. And cross the knees again in Gomukhasana. In full pose, we bind the arms behind the back. But I thought since we're holding poses longer, that this would be more sustainable to have our hands on the floor and be able to support wherever is needed. Inhale, lengthen the neck, relax the shoulders, and exhale, be focused, be aware. Have that expectant listening, that you're waiting, open and receptive to the message of the divine, to spirit, to whatever you want to name it. Be generous with each breath, filling every nook and cranny. And be patient with each breath, allowing every drop of air to escape, to create space for more inhalation. So the breath can continue to energize the pose, keep it fresh, and keep it fun. And now it's time to move on. Get off of our cushions, come around to kneeling position. So, for our kneeling position, I'm going to stretch the toes by tucking the toes underneath, curl the toes under, and then turn the fingertips back towards the knees. Stretching the backs of the wrists, and rock slowly back and forth. Inhale, lifting the hips up, and exhale, pushing the hips down towards the heels. And you may find that there's some fine-tuning that needs to happen. So you're not overstretching one part. And then release the hands in front for downward dog. Spread the fingers, lift up the knees, and you may want to widen the feet, hip distance or more. Walk the knees some to find a comfortable stance. But you can lengthen the sides of the body. Inhale, relaxing the neck and shoulders, softening the knees. And exhale, lengthening from the chest out through the hands and from the hips down to the heels. And if at any point you become tired and need to rest the knees, just lower down. And please lower to rest, knees down, table pose. All right. Now we'll step the right foot forward to lunge. Walk the left knee back. Press down through the legs. And lift the hands up to the front knee, rolling the shoulders back. Vajra Pradma Mudra over the chest here. Just full trust and confidence. Vajra is diamond-like, so it's indestructible. And lower the hands down to the inside of that right foot. And widen the right foot over to that right edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthen the arms, straighten the spine. And with the exhale, engage muscular energy in the thighs and pelvis as you're bending the elbows to stretch the hips. Over a series of breaths, you may be able to lower the elbows to the block. Or come deeper. So you find what's possible for you. Exploring the deeper levels of yourself, your core self. Now start to lift the chest. And straighten the front knee, beginning to fold forward over that right hip. Squeeze the kneecap, lift the toes, and then on the exhale, lift up through the navel to fold up out and over the right hip. So you have a very deep crease in this right hip, the thigh bone pulling back towards the back of the hip socket. Now, lift up to release and step the right foot back, left foot forward. Coming into lunge. Lift the hands up to the front knee. And lift the chest. And then hands in Vajrapadma Mudra over the chest. Unshakable trust. Faith and conviction. Trust in that living spirit. It's ever present. This spirit is reliably present. And we're lowering the hands now to the inside, walking the left foot to the left edge of the mat. Inhale, lengthening the arms, straightening the spine. And with our exhale, bending the elbows, stretching the hips. Pulsing gently with the breath, so there's no rush. And we'll have the ego in the driver's seat. We're letting spirit guide us. The healing energies guiding us maybe to use some props. Maybe props under the hands, props under the elbows. Whatever it takes to have a delicious stretch in the body that's easeful, sustainable. And joyful. Now, I'm going to lift out of our stretch into hamstring stretch. Straighten the front knee. Lift up the toes. Inhale, lift up the heart. Relax the shoulders down from the ears. And with our exhale, start to fold forward. Again, you have props to use under the hands. Muscular energy, hugging the muscles to the bone. And lifting that thigh bone up and back. And releasing the hamstring stretch. We'll step the left foot behind and come into a brief downward dog, lifting up the knees, pressing the hips back. So take just 3 breaths. complete inhalation and complete exhalation. Next is pigeon. Lift up the right leg and then bend the right knee and slide it forward behind the right wrist. When you walk the left knee back, you're lowering the hips, finding a comfortable elevation for the chest, locking in muscular energy in the core, the pelvis, to maintain a steadiness. And gradually and progressively coming forward over the right hip. And using whatever you wish to support the forehead. Without block, you might just have your hands here or your elbows down and the thumbs there at the third eye. So you can have your forearms as a support. Or maybe your hands are on the floor. Just quietly listening. Hearing your own breath. Now, lifting out, coming up to switch sides, stepping right foot back to downward dog, and walking the knees some, getting circulation going. Now, lifting the left leg and bending the knee, bring that left knee up behind the left wrist, turning it out to the side, and then sliding the right knee back to lower the hips. Inhale, lifting the chest, aligning, and exhale, coming forward. And going in small stages, progressively deeper, and providing some support for the forehead. Maybe it's the thumbs, or if you had a block, you can put there. And over time, fine-tuning where your support needs to be, so that you can remain comfortable and calm. Serenely aware of the divine. And time flies, so let's step that left foot back to down dog. And then come down onto your back. Her happy baby. Hug knees to the chest, and then lift the soles of the feet to face the sky, and hold on to the ankles or to the feet. And draw the knees downward towards the armpits. Taking long, relaxed breaths that you can complete thoroughly. And begin to rest, lower the feet, stretch out the legs, lift up the arms, and take another full body stretch. And separate the feet to the width of the mat. Lower your arms at your side. Turn the palms face up. And then find a comfortable position to relax, rest, and let go. Come to corpse pose, Shavasana. And breathe full breath still, filling every nook and cranny. Inhaling, you nourish your body. And exhale, release any cares or worries. You've done a simple but profound practice, deeper connection and union or yoking with the spirit. This is what yoga means, to yoke. To have this deeper connection with the living spirit. That we can be more receptive and open to being guided, to being taught, and to use this teaching as a way to become more wise in our daily life. To be more compassionate, merciful. To be kind to ourselves and to others. To have more understanding. Imagine you're able to see from another person's point of view. So that you can embody the spirit in a pure and honest way to be your true self. Express your essential nature, truth, consciousness, and bliss. Start to deepen your breath and gradually stretching, moving, and awakening the muscles. You reanimate the body, become conscious and aware of each part of yourself. As you roll onto your side in a fetal position, you may want to take a moment and scan internally your energetic body, feeling more rested, calm, refreshed, whatever it is. We'll sit back upright in easy seated pose, Sukhasana. Now, I wish to thank you for your presence, thank you for your practice, and thank you for your deep soul beauty. Namaste.